Welcome students. Today we will discuss seed plants. The two groups of seed-bearing vascular plants are gymnosperms and angiosperms. The word gymno, that means naked or exposed, and sperm means seeds. As in these plants, seeds they are exposed on the surface of the sporophyles. Sporo means spores and phyles means leaves, and they assume the shape of a cone. They are arranged to make up cones. And angiosperms, the word angio, that means enclosed and are within, and sperms mean seeds. Here in this case, seeds they are enclosed inside the fruit which is produced from a flower. Now we will discuss gymnosperms in detail. Number one, their plant body. Students, plant body of gymnosperms, that is tall, woody, perennial. Are there trees? They are in the form of trees, or in the form of shrubs. Shrubs they are smaller in size as compared to trees. Second, their plant body is called as what? Sporophyte. And sporophyte of the gymnosperms that bear stems, leaves, and roots. Students, stem of the gymnosperms that can be either branched or rarely branched or unbranched, as in case of what? Cycas. But most of the gymnosperms they are what? They are branched. Then they are having leaves and roots. Then there are two types of leaves present in gymnosperms. One we call them foliage leaves, and the other one scale leaves. Foliage leaves they can be either simple or they can be in the form of compound, like leaves are compound structures. Simple leaves, when a single leaf that is present with a branch, then it is called as what? Simple leaf. And when a number of small leaflets they are present with a leaf, then it is called as a compound leaf. Other than this, scale leaves they are there. Scale leaves they either cover the branches or that of the main stem. Main function of the leaves is that they are involved in the process of what? Photosynthesis. Next, leaves they are leaves of gymnosperms. They are evergreen. They never shed as the leaves of the angiosperms. During autumn season, they are having thick cuticle, and their venation or veins which are present within a leaf, they are simple and arranged in leaves, either they are arranged in spiral or cyclic manner. Now you can see this is a spiral arrangement, means leaves they are either present on the front side or in the backward position, but they are arranged in what? Spiral position. And they are leaves they are having xerophytic characters. Xerophytic characters are the characters like of the plants in which are present in the dry land or in dry areas. Like the xerophytic plants, these plants they also are having leaves in which stomata they are sunken to keep a check on the process of transpiration. And they are having a thick waxy cuticle. Cuticle is a waxy layer which keeps a check on the process of what? Transpiration. Next, their vascular tissues. Student, in vascular tissues, two types of tissues they are important. One xylem tissues and the other one phloem tissues. So in all gymnosperms, tracheids and parenchyma cells they are present, while xylem vessels and wood fibers they are absent in most of the gymnosperms. They are present only in one group which is called as needles, from which ephedra is a kind of gymnosperm that belongs. It is present only in ephedra or in needles. Then phloem tissues, they are also present, but companion cells of the phloem tissues, they are missing or absent in gymnosperms. Next we will discuss about cones. Student, two kinds of cones they are present, one male cones and the other one female cones. That's why we say cones, they are what, unisexual, means separate male and female cones they are there. Male and female sporophytes, they are arranged on the straight axis, like in the form of cones. Sporophiles, like these are the sporophiles of a female cone. Female cones, they are usually larger in size as compared to that of the male cone, which is also having sporophiles, but they that is smaller in size as compared to that of the female cone. Female cones, they are usually woody in texture. And then heterosporous gymnosperms, they can produce two kinds of spores, microspores and megaspores. That's why we call them that they are what, they are heterosporous. Then another very important character of gymnosperms is that they show alternation of generation like other plant species, and means sporophytic generation that alternates with what, with gametophytic generation. And then polyembryony is a phenomenon that is present or that is common in gymnosperms, means number of embryos they are produced, but finally a single embryo that gets mature in gymnosperms. Then we will discuss uses of gymnosperms. Students, there are number of uses of gymnosperms. Pine seeds like chilhoza, that is used as dry fruit and they are eaten in different parts of the world. Then ephedrine is a drug which is obtained from that of the ephedra. I discussed ephedra already, that ephedra is a kind of plant in which vessels and xylem wood fibers they are present. Xylem vessels and wood fibers they are present. And ephedra, from the ephedra, ephedrine that is obtained, which is a drug, and that is used for the relief of asthma and other respiratory ailments. Then softwood of conifers, that is used in different purposes, like it is used in construction, in packing, in making plywood, boards, and for making paper, etc. Then cycas that is grown as ornamental plant. Mostly it is grown in different in the gardens, at homes, etc. And one of the kind of cycas is cycas circinalis. Student, cycas circinalis, which is grown as a source of sagu. Sagu is a pure starch extracted in liquid state, and then it is solidified in the form of granules, and it is used for abdominal ailments. And it is a soft food, which is usually taken as food. And then resins, turpentine oil, tar, and some other kinds of oils, they are also obtained from that of the conifers. So this is all about what, gymnosperms. Conifers are the cone bearing plants. They belong from what, from the gymnosperms. So this is all about what, gymnosperms. Thank you, students.